I recommend a DVD player instead of a satellite receiver because it's actually we've all got videos, home videos and videos from abroad, and especially English films and German films and all kinds of other films. But if you have them, it is always good because you can watch the films and you're not disturbed by a computer which only works. You cannot change anything in the satellite receiver. That's why it's quite difficult to change. Anything you try to do is always stopped because the computer belongs to the government and you cannot change it. That's why it's always good to have a DVD player or a video recorder, a VCR player, and connect it to your television. That way you have a lot of only music or entertainment videos and music that you like, your own music, and that makes that always gives you a home atmosphere, a real home entertainment system. Outside it functions, and if you've got time, you can just change your system and remove the satellite receiver because it's damaged. It's got a lot of problems with the internet. And if you can just connect to your video receiver and try for about 1 week or 1 month. If it don't work, maybe my impression was personal and not collective. But the way that we've been doing in the past is to always have the radios and the televisions always in the background and on personal films and the things that entertain us that make our life interesting, the things that stick to us, things that give us good impressions, and that always has helped. Good morning, everybody. I just we are just watching videos and talking online on in the internet. Me and my family, and we are taking breakfast. And but that is actually what I was talking about. The music and the music and the films. If you want to have a living room, your own living room, if you want to have a good interior design, you can remove everything that disturbs you, and the best thing is to just do it with the radios and the other TV programs. If you're disturbed by like foreign languages that you don't understand, or you're disturbed by programs that are repetitive programs or songs that are just one playlist that's normally played about one playlist is played for about half an hour or for about half a day, and the rest of the day is the same song, is the same playlist, and the playlist is then played for the whole week or the whole month or for the next 3 months, and the only entry that you get in that new song is maybe 1 or 2 or 3 new songs, and then the rest remains the same. So if you want to change, if you want variety in your music, if you want variety in your life, I would advise you to just take your own music that you play, that's not repetitive, that's not monotonous, that's interesting, it changes, it's got a lot of color and flavor inside. And, just put on your tape, your cassette recorder, or your record player, your album player, your CD player or your DVD player, and just connect it to your speakers or to your television. And that way you've got a lot of entertainment, and that's what normally makes me happy, and that's what normally keeps me also quite occupied. The music that I make, or the speeches that I make, the elocution that I make is supposed to relax, make you relax, never make you tense. It's supposed to always give you a feeling of being in the internet, of belonging, of being wanted, of learning something, and you can go home, or when you go offline, when you switch off, or when you switch off, you normally fall back into your computer, and then it pulls you back into your monitor, and it's nothing complicated. It's just sounds. It's electricity that pulls you back. It's not. It's very complicated, but the way that it pulls you back is when you change the window, the computer, or when you change a song. It's like when you put it forward, the song is normally it's changed back into a set of into like a line that normally pulls it back with your music, and you can have it, and that's what I normally do, and that's what makes me actually social. And I learn to speak, I learn to open up, I learn to be open, I learn to be social. I don't feel surrounded, I don't feel watched, I don't feel observed. I don't feel like somebody's watching, somebody's listening to me, because people that listen to me are the people that have been for many years. You know, people like you and me, American music, normal American music, you know, hip hop, rock, and R&B, and Lingala, and all that other kind of music, and that is music that normally grows up with you and raises you up as a small child who can learn to deal with, and who can learn to deal with people in the house, in radios, and in music players, and video players, and that's what I normally recommend. And otherwise, I also have a simple life. I don't recommend rushing into buying expensive items. I don't have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of money, and I would recommend at the moment there's buying things that we cannot afford. You know, things that are too expensive. The main thing is just that I love music and I love films. And if you love music and you love films, and you love your home, you know, the home that you have is so as home is just once you have your home, just that your surroundings well, and you can enjoy the music every day, and it's all yours, and your home, your whole house, your living room, your bedroom, your whole. Once you close the doors, you just feel yourself, your surroundings. When it's just the music, you just feel the silence. Nobody else is bugging you or telling you to do this or that, or feels maybe that it's okay for you to do this or that, because there are a lot of people watching who are not used to you, who are not who will not tolerate a lot of relaxation, you know, a lot of too much socialness, or too much socializing. And that is normally the advantage. You've got your own music, you've got your own people whom you're used to. When they come in, you listen to music, they're happy. And when you go out, when they go out, they want to listen to music, and that's music that you can share. And music is soul music, it's the soul. Your body is the soul. The music that speaks to your body, the music that speaks to your body temperature, and that's the music, the music that speaks to your head, to your brain, to your soul, to your heart, to your stomach, to your legs, to your hips, and that's the one that I actually think that you should protect and try to develop. Thank you. I am actually multilingual. I am a citizen of many countries by choice. I am a German by choice, an American by choice, an African by choice, an Asian by choice, a European by choice. Not because I'm forced to speak the languages that I speak, but because I love speaking them. And the main reason is that I've got to speak the language, or I've got to speak the language to communicate with the people that I live with. I live in a multicultural society, and we go to school in a multicultural society. That means that we speak German, for example, because we have to prepare. We have to learn in schools and learn in schools in German and pass German examination. We've got to go to school. We've got to go to work with German colleagues and have to speak German. When we're there, we have to speak German, and we have to be able to communicate, to be able to do the work that we are supposed to do. And that's why we train at home, and that's why we train at home, and we speak the language, the German, so that when we get there, we are able to communicate without difficulties, that we can satisfy the people that we work with, or we can our children and the children of our friends and our friends, so that they can pass the examinations and get good grades, good scores in school. Otherwise, we are American by choice, because our lifestyle is very American. We have a lot of American influence. Almost everything that we have is American. The culture is very American, very social, and that's why we are welcome. We are welcome in the U.S., and we are welcome to be part of the life that we the life of the American life with very many American citizens, and that's why we are Americans by choice. Otherwise, we are citizens from all over the world, and we normally speak all these languages because we would like to meet people, and we would like to always be part of the surroundings, part of the goings on of everything that's going on. We'd like to be invited, and we are guests, and we'd like to be able to speak and take part in conversations and in moments, take part in moments when we are invited. We take part in we give opinions, and opinions are welcome, and that's why we speak so many languages. Otherwise, at home we speak a lot of English, and that is actually um, a language of communication. It's a life because everybody there's no German is English and speaks English, British English mainly, so that we are members of the British Commonwealth family. And that's why we speak a lot of English, and we therefore have a lot of English training for our children and for our friends and for our relatives and for everybody. Because if you go there, if you cannot speak English, people think that you are either antisocial, or you are not educated, or you are not willing to say anything or take part in the news or in the life that they have, because English is spoken in very many countries around the world, all over around the world, and it's a mode of communication. So when you speak, people know what you're speaking about, because if you start speaking in a foreign language that's spoken by very few people will be able to translate what you're saying, and they might, at the beginning, they might think that it's interesting at the beginning, and if they're interested, they'll learn the language. But it's better when you speak the language. When you speak the language, it's easier for them to start by training from using the language, trying to speak your language, to try to understand you in other languages, and that dissipates confusion. That removes the confusion that one gets when one speaks a person in English, and maybe he speaks in another language or she speaks in another language, and then one has to translate. But if you translate, it's okay, and if it's correctly translated, people like that too. But otherwise, English is very important for us, for our communication, and for our social life, and for our official life too. Because when you pick up the telephone, people they may want you to speak in a language that they understand, and that's why we speak a lot of English. So we are actually we speak English by choice, not by force, and many other European languages too. We speak them by choice, not by force. And through this English, we've also learned a lot of other cultures. And that's why we are actually we train a lot and try to make a lot of exercises for people who understand English, who speak to us, and who are interested in our life, so that they can learn slowly by slowly, bit by bit. They can learn more about our culture and more about our civilization, which is actually a very old civilization. And English is just an addition to the civilization as a language from a small country, but a very important part of our culture. It's become a very important part of our culture. Although it actually comes from an island or the offshore of Europe, a small country actually. And I kind of say that we come from one country or from one continent, because wherever you go, you find a lot of people who've been in many countries who kind of said that they prefer this country, but when we meet, we speak a lot of English.